Hello folks, we have another fascinating project today. We'll show you how we machine this big gear wheel step by step. Let's get into the video. We use a nylon square block as the stock material. Since the final part is round, measuring the circular shape from square block can be challenging. First, we mount the part on our forge spindle on the lathe. We carefully center and tight the part. As the very first machining operation, we make a small outer circular profile to rehold the part and make the square edges round. Now we have a sufficient size of round profile to hold it again on the chuck. Now we cut off the square corners by our bandsaw. We just cut off the corners. Now we hold the part again on the lathe and start machining. Now we completed the outer diameter of the wheel, leaving 2 mm for finishing pass. Now we have to machine the bow of the wheel.
पुरानी है ये? हाँ ना, हाँ 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 हरिओम, हाँ नहीं नहीं हरिओम।
All the roughing passes were done. Now we fit the wheel onto the holder with tight fit. And we move the part into a small lathe machine and start finishing all the profiles. This is the original hold of the wheel. The wheel is fastened with this holder by nuts and bolts. We use this part in our machining operations.
ये अगर इधर ये कब
We finished all the turning operations. Now we drill the holes on the part and the holder and make the parts fastened before moving into the teeth machining. Now we set up the milling machine to cut the gear teeth. First we clamp our dividing head to the machine table. We use the swivel head milling machine for the operation. The milling head is adjusted in parallel to the y-axis. This is the tool we use to cut the gear teeth. The tool is made from high-speed steel. The tooth profile is ground using a tool grinder and then it is welded to a holder. We align the tool with the center line of the chuck using a center bit. The center bit is held in the chuck and the tool tip is aligned by eye. Since this is a large spur gear wheel, this level of accuracy is sufficient. Before we start cutting the teeth, we place an extra clamp near the cutting contact point on the workpiece. This helps reduce vibration during the machining. However, the downside is that the clamp has to be loosened and tightened for every single tooth, which makes the process a bit time consuming. And here's the finished part. The teeth look clean and the quality came as we expected. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more machining content.